Preparing for a new year, the curious feeling of January. Why the new year feels so powerful, even though it's just another day. Every new year arrives the same way. Quietly, hopefully, and a little awkwardly. Nothing magical actually happens at midnight. The sky doesn't reset. The universe doesn't pause. And yet, we feel something. A strange mix of relief, pressure, excitement, and curiosity. January feels like a fresh page, even if the story hasn't really changed. So what's going on? Standing at the edge of a new year. The first days of January feel different. The calendar is clean. The future looks wide open, like a road with no traffic yet. Science says this feeling comes from the brain. We love clear boundaries, new weeks, new months, new years. They help us organize memory and hope. Philosophy reminds us of something else. Time never stopped flowing. Life didn't reset. We just noticed it more closely. Still, that pause matters. When things slow down, we pay attention. And attention is powerful. Why resolutions feel heavy. A new year brings freedom, but also pressure. Suddenly, we feel responsible for fixing everything. Be healthier, be smarter, be better, be new. Psychologists call this the burden of choice. When everything feels possible, the weight can be overwhelming. Resolutions promise control in an uncertain world. But often, they quietly turn into self-judgment. We measure ourselves against a future version that doesn't even exist yet. And when change doesn't happen instantly, we feel like we failed. When really, we just tried to rush growth. The myth of reinventing yourself. Modern culture loves the idea of reinvention, new year, new me. But the mind doesn't work like a reset button. Neuroscience shows that who we are is shaped slowly, by habits, emotions, repetition, and time. Nothing meaningful starts from nothing. Growth doesn't come from deleting the past, it comes from learning from it. The new year isn't an escape from who you were. It's a conversation with that person. Memory never really leaves. The past doesn't disappear on December 31st. Memories aren't stored like files. They're rebuilt every time we remember them. Old goals, unfinished plans, half dreams, they come back around. That's not failure. That's how complex systems work. Stars burn unevenly. Galaxies grow in strange shapes. Human lives do too. Being unfinished just means you're still alive. Goals versus systems. Why most resolutions fail. Goals are exciting. Systems are boring, but effective. A goal says, I want to reach the top. A system says, here's how I live every day. Research shows real change doesn't come from sudden motivation. It comes from routines, environments, and small habits that gently guide behavior. Nature works the same way. Slow, steady, and patient. The new year doesn't need a dramatic promise. It needs a rhythm. Time is kind of a story we tell. Physicists say time isn't as solid as we think. Psychologists say it's mostly a story our minds create. January feels important because we decided it is. That's freeing. It means change doesn't need permission from a calendar. Growth can happen in March, or on a random Tuesday, or right now. The new year exists whenever attention comes back to the present moment. Listening before acting. Before plans and words, there's a quieter signal, a feeling of direction. Your body often knows what needs care before your mind does. More rest, less pressure, better boundaries, slower pace. This isn't laziness. It's wisdom. Preparation doesn't always mean pushing harder. Sometimes it means listening longer. Growing without fighting yourself. We often treat self-improvement like a battle. Fight bad habits. Crush weakness. Force discipline. But biology doesn't grow through violence. It grows through support. Plants need light, time, water, and space, not yelling. Real growth comes from creating the right conditions, not controlling every outcome. Watching yourself change. There's a quiet moment when you notice yourself thinking about yourself. That's awareness. When judgment turns into curiosity, resistance softens. The future stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like a mirror. The new year doesn't demand a new identity. It simply reflects where you are. The beauty of being unfinished. No year wraps up perfectly. No life does. That's not a flaw. It's proof of movement. The pressure to figure everything out disappears when you accept that life is meant to continue, not conclude. Becoming is a cosmic process. Stars take millions of years to form. Consciousness unfolds slowly too. Your personal growth follows the same pattern as the universe itself. Trial, variation, patience, becoming. The new year isn't a command. It's a reminder that you're part of something still unfolding. Writing the next page, gently. Maybe this year doesn't need a contract with the future. Maybe it needs a kinder conversation with the present. No erasing, no forcing, just steady attention, small systems, and the courage to continue. This is Cosmic Reflections, where science, philosophy, and spirit meet to explore the hidden structure of life. Thanks for your time. It's been a delight. What should we explore next? Comment, share, and save your insight. Subscribe to Orbital Reads and keep your thoughts bright.